I've never seen anything like this in my life. Good evening, friends. This is Ron Tyler with the Emergency Management Associates, coming to you live from the Crossroads of the West in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're live right now bringing you information about a tornado in, yes, it does. I've got live feeds coming from, folks, I've got live feeds coming from Alabama, where a tornado has just hit. I'm showing you fire rescue personnel attempting to rescue somebody from a car where the tornado hit and a building exploded. And it looks like a convenience store, folks. And you see the weatherman explaining where this tornado was. It is an F4/F5 tornado with winds in excess of 200 miles an hour, between 200 to 250 miles per hour, folks. This is a big one. The tornadoes have been coming all afternoon long. We have over 200 reports of tornadoes that have hit Louisiana and now over into Alabama. We have word that these tornadoes may spread to Tennessee and over into North Carolina by 9 p.m. Central Time tonight. Right now, it is just, I want to say 6:50 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:50 p.m. Central Time in the time zones where these tornadoes have hit. Again, this is all fresh information that is continuing. (10-4), I'm live on the air. (10-4). Do I have audio now? No, no audio right now. I'm talking right now. Do I have audio? Okay. Okay, I'm going to try to put on the news again. Can you hear the audio now on the news? Can you hear the audio now on the news?
Not that good, but we have seen debris being lofted from time to time. I think what's happening here, we get these small spin-up tornadoes. They last for a little bit and they go away, but when they're down, you can see what they can do. This is the same storm that caused that damage you see down there in the other box. So Blount County remains under a tornado warning. Etowah County, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Gadsden, Southside, Rainbow City, Hoax Bluff, Ball Play, Turkeytown, if you're Altoona.
Sorry about the
Walnut Grove. So Etowah County, this is a severe thunderstorm warning for the possibility of strong straight line winds. The tornado warning is in effect now for the northeastern part of Blount County. And again, the warning for Jefferson has expired. Right? That's gone away. The Weather Service has canceled that.
Tara, you're on eastern.
Got reports of trees down in the Locust Fork area. This is coming from Blount 911 from this storm on Tallbush Road.
Coming up.
And I would imagine that we have probably a lot of spots in Blount County with trees down. But this thing may...
There's also a report coming in
there's a
multiple
tornado warning.
Businesses damaged along Highway 78.
Right, that's what we're seeing in Megan Shock. That's and again, when people say Highway 78, that's confusing. For years and years and years, that was US 78. Now US 78 has been routed over to Interstate 22.
Georgia,
that is Alabama Highway 5.
Within the next 30
Not
minutes.
that it really matters, but old timers, that's old Highway 78. And again, that's if you're just joining us, this damage is right by Wesley's and Lawley Baptist Church, and the Green Top. That building used to be the Sportsman. So that's what you got there. But we're watching, you see that weak negative spot right there? That would be maybe still a little debris being lofted that's now north of US 231. That's about to cross over Alabama Highway 75. Not too far. Again, you go up Highway 75 out of Aniana. Susan Moore is here. Snead is up here. And that's about to cross over Highway 75. And then from there, it crosses back over into the western tip of Etowah County and maybe the southern part of Marshall. This is Etowah County here. This is Marshall County here. And again, that's that lowering right there. So the Weather Service will maintain the tornado warning as long as probably it's in the county. All right. It's 6 o'clock now. The warning is set to expire at 6:15. Remember, this thing is moving at 70 miles an hour. This thing is screaming through here. And it's going to be over into the adjacent counties of Marshall or Etowah fairly soon. And the Weather Service has opted to go with a severe thunderstorm warning for Etowah County, not a tornado warning.
It looks like we just actually got that new tornado warning. It looks like it's flashing on right now.
Okay.
And let me query this and we can get a time on that.
Yeah, we've had...
6:45. So that's going to last through 6:45. I'm not showing that in the chat room, but...
Yeah, I'm not either. We've had some issues with the National Weather Service chat session today, so it looks like the Weather Service in Birmingham is now going to issue a tornado warning for the northern half of Etowah County. All right, Gadsden is here. Gadsden is in the polygon. Reese City, Duck Springs, Atala, Rainbow City, Walnut Grove, Altoona. You're in this polygon right here. So this is a tornado warning.
Folks, we are showing you live information coming from Alabama. Live information coming out of Alabama after an EF5 tornado has hit. What we're going to bring you right back so you can see what is going on.
Else, you're going to see high wind, easily enough to knock down some trees and power lines here in this storm that is moving out of Blount coming into Etowah. But again, you know what I'm going to say, you respect this polygon. So if you are in, and by the way, we probably got some large hail falling in through here. That's representative of hail that might be 1 inch in diameter, and that's probably one of the reasons there was a severe thunderstorm warning here. Again, Atala here, this is Gadsden, Hoax Bluff. Hoax Bluff is out of the polygon, but Gadsden is in it, Atala, Rainbow City, Duck Springs, Reese City, Sardis City, Mountain Borough up on Sand Mountain going up 431, back over toward Altoona, Walnut Grove. All these places are in this polygon, and if you're there, go to a safe place. You want to be in a small room on the lowest floor near the center away from windows. You want to put on a helmet. Okay, we've been practicing this, I think, for a few days, and most people have them ready to go. And I want to stress what you're seeing in that lower box. That's a live look at tornado damage from this storm complex. That produced the damage you're seeing down there at the Walker-Jefferson County line. So it has had a history of producing damage, and I think that is the course of least regret. So we have a tornado warning in effect now for the northern part of Etowah County. Got a report of trees blown down along Highway 79 at Locust Fork, again from a possible tornado. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for parts of Blount, St. Clair counties until 6:30 for the chance of strong straight-line winds with this as well. Remember, a lot of you will see straight-line winds, not necessarily a tornado. But the greatest concern for a tornado is going to be crossing through this northern part of Etowah County, right in through here. So that's the concern. And the core threat is going to be north of Gadsden, but still, if you're in the city of Gadsden, you're in the polygon. So you go to your safe place. And the minute we can give you an all clear, we'll give you an all clear. And of course, next in line, if this thing holds together, will be Cherokee County. This is Center, this is Cedar Bluff. You've got Galesville over here. So if you're in Cherokee County, just keep an eye on this. This has been a long track supercell, not necessarily a long track tornado. But this dropped a tornado earlier today. I think this is the one that dropped the tornado near Yazoo City, Mississippi, hours ago. And it's been a very steady state system. And again, that continues to move on into Etowah County. And I'll be honest with you, it's a really noisy velocity signature here, but I think the Weather Service is doing the right thing, considering the dynamics we have in play today, in that this has had a history of producing damage. And oftentimes, a storm like this can have amazing staying power when we have this kind of dynamic forcing. Let's go back to WEX 05 for just a minute if we can. This is going to be what it looked like in Mount Olive from the storm passing through there. Mount Olive is just north of Gardendale. And again, at this point, there could be a tornado just north of there, just north of Mount Olive. And this was captured probably about 30 minutes ago. And we've seen a lot of folks with trees and lines down from this thunderstorm complex. And this is the complex that is currently coming into Etowah County. And that's the reason for the warning. So let's go back to the double box here. And we're just trying to show you some more images. Let's take a look at WEX 05 again. Now, this is from Sylacauga. And you're thinking, wait a minute, there's no storms there. Well, this is gradient wind. Even away from storms, the winds are screaming today.
James,
out of the south at 15 to 30 with gusts to 40, and that's been knocking down some trees. So the gradient winds are pretty intense today. And again, that was taken down in Sylacauga. So let's go back to our double boxes. And again, if you're just joining us, it is 6:05. I'm James Spann. This is a tornado warning for northeastern Blount and northern Etowah counties.
Storm shield.
The possibility of what could be a small tornado coming through here. The signature is not that good, but still be sheltered if you're in these polygons. The other box, that is a live image from our crew in the field, Megan Thomas, at the Walker-Jefferson County line, right around Bagley and Sayre, where a tornado came through from this storm, and we have had injuries there. And we don't know the extent of the injuries or the extent of the damage, but there's been a tornado that crossed over Old US 78, Alabama Highway 5, just south of the Green Top Barbecue. And
let
we'll
me know
get more
when
from
you guys send me pictures or something.
Okay, Megan, can you hear me? This is James.
Yes, hey, James. I'm standing with there was 3 people actually in the car. Can you guys kind of walk me through what happened?
I could try. We heard that the tornado was coming towards the door area, so we went towards our county line because we didn't have a storm shelter to get into, and we live in mobile homes. It started getting calm because, you know, they usually say calm before the storm. Mm-hmm. So we kind of took shelter under the closest thing that we could see. And, you know, strong winds blew the glass out. I don't know if the awning hit us and blew the glass out or it was an actual tornado. But you can see the car right there only caved in where someone wasn't sitting.
Wow.
So front passenger,
these storms are now out of.
The back driver was the people in the car, and if somebody wasn't sitting right there, then
pulled a lot of
the
energy.
one spot where one person was sitting is the place that caved in, and you all were in the areas that it was not.
Wow.
My mom is just older, and she had heart trouble, so
because
she took a lot of. I don't know if it's anxiety or she was having a heart attack or both or what it was, but they took her away.
In that situation, so I don't think the storm.
Right. So, what did it sound like when it came through?
As bad as
it just got dark in this crazy wind and blew the glass out.
And I noticed both of you have cuts on your face. You're bleeding from your ear.
Well, top of my head.
Top of your head. So the glass is what got you the most.
Yeah, luckily.
Wow. And your dog's okay?
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're very glad that y'all are all okay.
We live down in Odora, down by the tunnel.
We can assume
we don't know the situation down there. Do y'all know
no. From what we've heard, this is one of the main areas of damage.
Because there's no service down there. There's no phone service down there. And everybody is texting and saying, are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? I don't know if they're seeing us here.
Maybe.
Or...
Yes, maybe. But I'm so glad that you all are okay. So you guys came over here because you said there was an awning.
That's just southwest
we were
of
up by
Hattiesburg,
across from Walmart under that awning.
I don't think it's gonna be a strong. I think it's just be a general thunderstorm
let's just go on down
with some hail and 60 mile per
Green Top Hill
winds.
And I thought, wow, okay. And so we whipped it under here because it was getting lighter. The further we came this way, the sky was getting lighter.
Yeah, there was.
So we whipped it under here, and we sat under here, and then all of a sudden it got like pitch dark, and I was like, I don't know about this, guys. And then all of a sudden it was on us.
Wow.
Within a second. It didn't last 30 seconds.
So it was really quick.
It was very, very quick.
Was it really very loud?
No.
No,
it just got pitch dark, and then there's just
several tornado emergencies.
Pitch dark. And then the car started shaking.
Oh, wow.
And then...
Can you tell me again what town that was?
Let me interrupt here real quick, Megan. I want to go back to our double box, and thank you for that report. And again, the word, if you're in Etowah County, is to stay sheltered. Again, this is Gadsden, and again, we've got an area of thunderstorms that could possibly produce a small tornado in through here. The warning for Blount County is just about over. If you're in Aniana, the danger is over for you. So Aniana will give you an all clear. We can give you an all clear for, well, let's just say for Aniana for right now and points west. Aniana is right here. This is the remaining polygon, and the other storm is over to Etowah County. I wanted to read this note on here. Bagley Fire and Rescue has requested mutual aid from other law enforcement agencies, and they've asked for us to tell people to stay away from the area. And if you are in the Bagley-Sayre area, you don't need to leave. Just stay there and try. If you don't have any damage, just try not to block these first responders. So again, there are multiple roads blocked with trees in the Bagley area. So far, we've only heard of, the kind of damage we're seeing here that Megan is showing. But again, a lot of trees are down from this tornado in the Bagley-Sayre County line area. So just be aware of that. But again, we're watching this storm, and we'll kind of take a closer look at a broad circulation, very broad here, that is coming up into the Tala area. Tala is right here. This is Gadsden, Reese City. You've got Mountain Borough up here. Duck Springs is up here. That's pretty broad, but again, based on the history, this thing just won't go away. It's like a roach or something. It just keeps coming back. And this has been up and down for a long time, these tornadoes within this storm. So and we're not seeing any debris. That's a radio coming out of the radar site there. So we're not seeing any debris being lofted at this point. But I think that's the right decision as a course of least regret, is to maintain this tornado warning for Etowah County. So again, we've got the warning really does not include Hoax Bluff, which is over here. You're just a little out of the polygon. Glencoe is right here. You're a little out of the polygon. So Hoax Bluff and Glencoe, you're just out of this. But this does include Gadsden, and I don't think we have the Gadsden Skycam. We might try, but I don't think it's up, unfortunately, so I can't show a visual of this. But again, this is broad rotation right here on radar that's going to be passing just a little to the west of the city of Attala. This is moving really to the northeast, and that'll be crossing Interstate 59 and US 11, maybe about 7-8 miles north of Attala in Gadsden here. This is Megan right here coming into Gadsden. That's Interstate 759 coming into Gadsden off Interstate 59. And again, that's broad. That's not a really classic circulation right there, but this thing has had a history of producing damage in Mississippi and Alabama during the course of the day today. So just be aware of that. So this is a tornado warning for the northern part of Etowah County. That will be in effect until
6:45.
6:45 this afternoon.
We have these two. Let's just go over to...
Let's take a look at WEX 05 if we can. This is more damage. This is up in the corner area of northern Jefferson County. This is from the same storm. The exact same storm that we're working now in Etowah County. And it seems to me that the main issue here is a whole lot of trees that are blown down.
Warning.
This is coming from Parrish in Walker County. And again, you can see some large tree limbs that have been taken out there. Same storm, exact same storm that came through a little earlier. And again, that's from Parrish in Walker County. And this is from...
Okay, folks, this is where we're at with this. A tornado has hit in Alabama, causing massive damage. A EF4, EF5 tornado with winds of 200 to 250 miles an hour has hit in Alabama and over in Mississippi. This tornado is expected to hit Gatlinburg, Tennessee, sometime around 9 p.m. tonight. Bagley Fire Rescue personnel in Alabama are calling for law enforcement mutual aid support because they have massive damage within Bagley County. Again, Bagley County, Alabama is requesting mutual aid law enforcement because of the massive damage in Bagley County, Alabama. The tornado warning for Blount County, Alabama expires at 6:45 p.m., which is about 1/2 hour from now. There are 2 tornadoes reportedly on the ground in Mississippi. We have reports of debris balls, which means the tornado has reached the ground. And that's what we're being reported. Etowah County, Tennessee, or excuse me, Etowah County, Alabama, the tornado warning is until 6:45 p.m. Blount County is about to expire as well. But like I said, we have information in regards from the Weather Service of where these storms are heading. We are going to be coming back on the air in about 45 minutes live with a complete update of tornadoes, earthquakes, and also the coronavirus, and also volcanoes that have been going off. We appreciate you tuning in to Emergency Management Associates. We apologize for the short time we had no audio. I do not know how that happened, and I don't know why we didn't have any audio from this morning's music during our Sunday school presentation. Unfortunately, you all missed out on that music, and I may even play some later tonight. Again, we apologize for that, but we'll be back in about 45 minutes with the latest on these storms in Mississippi, Louisiana, and in Alabama. For Emergency Management Associates, this is Ron Tyler. Have a good evening.